So now let us look into duplicate dominant genes. So it's actually duplicate dominant genes which have an additive or a cumulative effect. The example that I'm going to consider here is fruit shape in cucurbita, where we get an F2 phenotypic ratio of 9:6:1. So here again I'm going to consider two genes, gene A and gene B, and I'm going to consider the fruit shape. Fruit shape is nothing but the phenotype in this particular case. Now see the case 1, all of you. In case 1, there is one copy, at least one copy of dominant A over here, either in homozygous or heterozygous condition, but there is no dominant B. There is double recessive B. Then what happens is the shape of the fruit here in this particular case becomes spherical or circular, we can call it. So it becomes circular. Now see in the second case, all of you, the gene 1, the gene A is in homozygous recessive condition. There is no capital A over here, but gene B has at least one copy of capital B. See? Then surprisingly, again we get a circular shape itself. So this means capital A is also coding for circular, capital B is also coding for circular. So we can consider capital A and capital B as duplicates of each other. On what basis are we considering it as duplicate? Because both of them express the same shape of the fruit or the same phenotype when they are occurring independently. Isn't it? In case 1 there is only capital A, there is no capital B. In case 2 there is no capital A, there is capital B. So when capital A and capital B occur independently, they express the same phenotype. Now let us take a third case where both the dominant genes are present. So you have at least one copy of capital A or dominant A, and you have at least one copy of dominant B or capital B. Now notice that when capital A and capital B come together, so in both gene A and gene B, dominants are together. So when dominants come together, it so happens that the shape of the fruit becomes disc-like. So it's like circular and circular have added up to become a new shape that is disc-like. That's why it is called cumulative effect. Cumulative effect is to have an additive effect. It's like both the dominant A as well as dominant B have contributed their bit towards the shape of the fruit, and instead of getting a circular fruit, we have got a disc shaped fruit in this particular case. Okay children, then the last one here is, what if there are no dominants at all in both the cases? Then the shape of the fruit will be long. It won't be circular, it won't be disc shape, it will be long. Okay, so I hope you it's clarified now. Two dominants, when they occur independently on either of the loci, they express the same phenotype. So what do we call these two dominants? We call them as duplicate genes. What if both the dominants come together? Gene A is also in dominant condition, gene B is also in dominant condition. We get disc shape. It's like circular and circular become disc shaped. The individual contributions are additive, the effects are additive, and it becomes disc shaped. What if dominants are completely missing? The shape becomes long. The ratio for F2 generation, you have to remember here, 9:6:1. 9 of them are disc shaped, 6 of them are spherical, or like I said, you can use the word circular, and one of them in the F2 generation will be long.